What's up, fam? Hope everybody is doing fantastic out there. Today we are taking a look at a design I've been trying to get my hands on for a little while. There's your model number. This is the KB Hydro from the homie Mark Perez, New Breed EDC. This is one of his designs that I've been kind of patiently waiting to get my hands on through the pass around. It is a fantastically well done knife. And it is one where now that I've gotten my hands on it, I'm mad I haven't picked it up yet. So this is certainly one that I will be trying to remedy that and making sure I get one of these knives in the collection. But I should have known better. Pretty much anything Mark puts out is fire, and I don't know why I just haven't added one of these. But that's been the case a lot with some KB knives. I've been sleeping a lot on KB, and I really need to remedy that. But anyway. A few specs here. We're looking at a 3.15 inch blade, 7.28 inches overall, and only 2.6 ounces. So might as well just say 2.5 ounces on an over 3-inch blade. That is phenomenal weight. This knife kind of checks a lot of boxes, and it's really, really well done and super well executed by KB Knives. M390 done at 60 to 62. There's two different options. There is the one you see here, the plain tie, the blue with the stonewash, and then there's an all black with gold hardware. Flipper or blade hole opening here. Again, just really well executed. Great design. Action is shake shut. Detent's well tuned. Flipper is well placed and well thought out. Blade hole's in a good spot. I mean, it can be reverse flick. I don't know if I can thumb flick it. Let's find out. Nope, can't thumb flick this one. But that's probably just me. I'm sure there's folks out there that can thumb flick this one. But we'll talk about more of the what's done extremely well on this knife as we go along. But let's go ahead and jump into our close-ups on the knife. Take a look at all this nice milling here, up close and personal. Again, you have the KB logo there, done in that kind of blue that they are famous for doing. Really nice plain tie here. Milling is done really well. It's kind of a checkered milling. Really done nicely here. I don't know what just happened with my camera colors, but hopefully it looks right now. It was looking gold there for a minute. Again, really nice milling pattern. Provides plenty of grip and without being too aggressive. T8 hardware, T6 and T8 hardware. We do have a lanyard post here on the backspacer, a little quarter-length backspacer. Pocket clip is a fairly standard pocket clip. It is pretty tight, but it works well. It's not super aggressive, but I will tell you, if you have really thick material or anything like that, you do have this texturing there on the, I guess you can call that diamond texturing, underneath the clip. So it does kind of catch a little bit. But chamfering is done well. Don't really have any catches here on the cutouts for the lock bar. Interior mounted pocket clip. Standard lock bar insert. Centering is spot on. This knife is not new. It is from the pass round. Fairly late in the pass round as well, but it has stayed centered. Lockup, if I put it on the screen there. Lockup is perfect. No issues with that. Lock bar access is really nice. It's just the right amount, and it still keeps that design overall aesthetic that works really well. But the access itself, like, you can just get in there really easily with your thumb. No issues whatsoever. Really nice kind of a, I guess this is just a drop point here. I don't see any clipping or anything, but maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, Mark, correct me. Really, really cool blade shape here. It doesn't look like a standard blade, even though it is. You've got a kind of a thumb ramp there, or a little placement for your thumb. Plenty of jimping here on the back of the blade. Kind of an eye-shaped blade cutout there. Fairly standard stonewash from a KB. There you have the M390 and then the New Breed EDC logo. Perfect plunge grind. Terminates very quickly with no issues there. 3/4 height flat grind. Sharpening is done very well. Again, KB Knives is really proving that they are a company to other companies need to be threatened by, quite honestly, because these guys are just really doing an amazing job. this thing being this far down in the pass around, this thing still feels like it has a very, very tacky edge on it. And I don't see any deformation or anything like that. I don't see any glinting or anything from that edge. So I'm sure it's been used to break down a bunch of boxes and things like that, cutting on these, from the pass around. And it doesn't seem to be any worse for wear. Really, really good job on this knife. Like I said, it's very comfortable in the hand. The jimping is in a good spot right there. If you do want to stretch out, you've got that little extra little thumb divot there where you can stretch out. If you want to kind of get a trigger pull grip on that flipper, you can do so. This is another knife where I don't have to have the flipper. The thumb hole, the blade hole works so well with this knife that I don't have to have the flipper, but the flipper is done so well on this blade. I really don't have any issues with it. You see it's high enough. It's got perfect jimping on it. Really great job on that flipper design. But again, you got that Spidey flick. It just works really well. No issues there at all. Again, ergonomically, it's a thin knife, so it's almost a gentleman style knife. But it fits the hand really nicely here. The choil location is good. The knife has got enough thickness to it to where it does feel the hand enough. And it's very comfortable. Grip from the diamond texturing there works really well. Again, jimping is really nice. So I don't know. I don't really have any notes, quite honestly. Like I said, my only thing that I would change on this knife, if it were my knife, if I was to buy one or when I buy one, I may delete the flipper, just because I don't need it. But I don't even think I would do that, just because, it doesn't get in the way. It gives me a good stop there. If it was like it had a front flipper or something like that, then I may want to delete the flipper. But with it being, in the location it is, and being up and out of the way, I really don't think it's much of an issue. So I'm quite pleasantly surprised with this knife, and I think it works quite well. Let's go ahead and take a look at our hardware here. Let me grab my tools. So take a look at our T8 here. T8 is done well, I think. Yeah, the body screws are T8. Let's see if they're all T8. Yeah, they are all T8. It may not have looked like that earlier, but yeah, all T8 hardware. Fantastic job there. No issues whatsoever. Jump into our size comparisons. QSP Penguin. Very similar sizing here. You guys are going to see that. So this knife is, again, it kind of sits right in that perfect range for me, anywhere between 7 and 8 inches. And, this one, like I said, it kind of checks that box very, very well. All right. And then we have the drop bearer. Militar, which is going to be our first one that is a little bit larger knife here. Alright, Bel Air, back to that same size factor. And Malibu. And then bringing in the big boys, we've got the PM2 and the MSI. All right, well, that is all I've got on this knife. I know a lot of you guys that are watching this that are my regulars already have this knife or have already fallen in love with one. But if this is a knife that you've been on the fence about, these are still available. I'll have them linked down below. You can use my code BE.EDC.NC, and get 20% off for these knives, anything on the KB website. So, if you guys have been on the fence about grabbing one, certainly check them out. I'll have it, like I said, I'll have that linked down below. And, Anyway, guys, I appreciate each and every one of y'all as always. Please remember to be kind, be humble, and be EDC. Y'all take care.